with the other characters. And believe me, from what we've seen thus far, they've been pretty fun. Now before you say anything, the Broly in question here is not the new Broly whom we are now accustomed to. This Broly is sourced from the original 1993 interpretation led by Takao Koyama and designed originally by Toriyama. Had we wished to experiment about whether the new Broly, solely penned by Toriyama, that we saw last year, whether he turned out to be good, then it would be a pretty short tale because he's already a good boy. He's just a little misguided by Paragus, that's all. As you might have expected, this scenario is all about what if the original Broly had turned good. And FYI, this was an April Fool from last year. Now if you're new to this story, I suggest you go back to the first part and watch from there to get the full detail about what we're trying to accomplish here. But in summary, Movie 10 Broly, instead of going ape when seeing Goten, suffered full-on amnesia and forgot why he was so angry or why he was even on Earth in the first place. From there, he forged a friendship akin to the Iron Giant, as it were, with the kids, which ultimately led him to become a full member of the Z-Fighters with no recollection of his anger towards Kakarot. He doesn't really say Kakarot in yelling words ever again. On the contrary, it had become something akin to admiration that he had for Goku. Who would have seen that coming? Well, that's the power of an April Fool's what if. So you can understand why I really needed the extra flexibility here in order to pull all of this off, and actually for you to enjoy it. In the last part, Broly and Vegeta had worked together to eliminate Frieza, even with his golden form. Having utilized Whis' do-over ability, the Prince of All Saiyans together with his sidekick were able to realize the Saiyans' ultimate revenge, tanking Lord Frieza. Vegeta had finally gotten what he wanted. Granted with an assist from Broly, but as far as the Prince was concerned, he was the one to avenge his people. And despite Vegeta not really caring about the Saiyans or the fate of planet Vegeta all that much anymore, this was, I think he could say, a personal victory nonetheless. He had done what Kakarot never did, and that was to truly wipe Frieza out of existence. Ha! Take that, Kakarot! And don't think that Broly was out of the equation here, or he was just an accessory. He has his own story as well. Now we don't really have to worry about the whole Kakarot thing anymore. Broly needs some kind of guidance or something else to do with his time, and that came in the last part. Now, Broly is on a quest to find a way of bringing back South Galaxy, a galaxy which he had, in a past life before he got the bump on the noggin, completely vaporized almost instantly. This was now his mission in life, and this is the thing that gives him some sense of direction, to repair the damage that he had caused. When the three Saiyans returned to Beerus' world and trained some more, after the Resurrection F arc, Champa and Vados arrived to discuss arrangements for Champa to take Universe 7's Earth for himself because of the food, and his Earth is broken. Beerus doesn't want that, and this ultimately leads to the 5 vs 5 tournament that we traditionally see at this point in Super's story. The winner of this tournament gets a wish on the Super Dragon Balls. That's it! Broly now realizes what he needs to do. He's just got to win a tournament. Well, that was easy. With 5 days to gather challenges for the tournament, Universe 7 are looking for members. Well, I mean, I say looking. They actually pretty much already have the crew that they need. You know, it's just a formality. Broly, Vegeta and Goku are already in, which leaves 2 spots remaining. Piccolo takes spot number 4 like he does in the original, with Gohan then declining because, oh you know, oh I don't want to miss my conference. Conference this, conference that. Alright, so much for that then, off we go find another pick. No, it's not that easy, Gohan, you're not getting out of this one. This whole thing actually really ticks Broly off quite a bit. When Broly first discovered Gohan, just after he had his amnesia, he viewed Gohan as a serious fighter whom controlled Broly when he was a loose cannon back in the day. Now in a way, the legendary Super Saiyan here had begun to view Gohan as a bigger brother of sorts, sort of